Introduction to CSS Margin vs. Padding. CSS is a language used to describe the look and formatting of a document written in HTML. Margin and padding are two essential aspects of CSS used to create space in web layouts, functioning differently. Understanding these properties is vital for effective web layout design. Understanding margin and padding. Margin property in CSS creates space around elements outside of any defined borders. It is the outermost layer of an element and can be used to create space between different elements. Padding creates space within an element inside of any defined borders. Padding is the inner layer that pushes the content away from the borders. Differences between margin and padding. Margin adds space outside the element, while padding adds space inside the element. Padding area is included in the background color of an element, while margin area is not. Margins have a feature called margin collapse, where the larger margin value is used when two vertical margins meet. Padding does not collapse. How to use margin and padding. Margin and padding can be set using individual properties or the shorthand property. Individual properties include margin top, margin right, margin bottom, and margin left, or padding top, padding right, padding bottom, padding left. Shorthand property margin or padding can be used to set all the values in a single line. Common errors and how to avoid them. One common mistake is not understanding the box model properly, where padding adds to the width of the box while margin does not. Another common mistake is not accounting for margin collapse. To avoid these mistakes, use a CSS reset for consistent rendering across all browsers, understand the box model, and account for margin collapse. Tips and tricks. Use the shorthand properties for margin and padding for cleaner code. Use the box sizing border box property so padding does not add to the box width. To center a block element horizontally, use margin auto. To prevent margin collapse, use padding or a border. Conclusion: understanding the differences between CSS margin and padding is crucial for effective web layouts. Margin creates space around elements, while padding creates space within elements. By understanding these concepts and avoiding common mistakes, more consistent and attractive web designs can be created.